Let's get into it. Welcome to the SwagHer Daily Brief, SwagHer's way of keeping intentional people informed. Byron Allen is making major moves in late night television and flipping the script on how networks work, on how networks think about profitability. CBS announced that Allen's Comics Unleashed is expected to generate a $15 million profit for the network, representing what they're calling a $55 million financial swing from the slot previously occupied by Stephen Colbert's Late Show, which was losing roughly $40 million a year. Here's how it works. Under Allen's time buy model, his company covers all production costs and pays CBS for the right to air in the time slot, then sells its own advertising to recoup. CBS collects guaranteed revenue without carrying any production risk. Allen reportedly pitched the idea directly, telling the network he could save them tens of millions. They said yes, and it worked. My thoughts? Sis, this is what we call owning your seat at the table and then buying the whole table. Byron Allen didn't just negotiate a deal, he restructured the game entirely. When they won't give you a profit, you build a model where the profit belongs to you. That's not just business, that's legacy. Speaking of the culture, showing up in major spaces, the FIFA World Cup is officially coming to Atlanta this summer, and the city is ready. The tournament, described as the largest in FIFA history, will bring 48 teams across 16 stadiums in the US, Canada, and Mexico from June 11th through July 19th. For Atlanta, this is a historic first, and the timing couldn't be more meaningful. Within a 3 mile radius of Mercedes Benz Stadium sits some of the most significant Black historical landmarks in the country: the Martin Luther King Jr. National Historical Site, the Auburn Avenue Research Library on African American Culture and History, and the Atlanta University Center Consortium, the world's largest collection of Black private institutions of higher education. International visitors won't just be there for soccer, they'll be walking through the heart of Black history. My thoughts: Atlanta has been called the Black Mecca. Now the whole world is literally coming to the city. And while the cameras are pointing at the pitch, the real story is in the streets, the institutions, and the culture that has always made Atlanta what it is. That's a visibility opportunity for our community that goes far beyond the game. Now, let's talk about multicultural marketing and the business of the World Cup. Forbes is reporting that brands are finally waking up to the commercial power of multicultural audiences in a World Cup year. With 48 nations represented and the tournament landed in cities with rich Black and Latino communities, multicultural marketing isn't a nice to have this cycle, it's the strategy. Brands that understand cultural fluency are the ones positioned to win. My thoughts: we have been saying this for years. Culture drives commerce. If your brand still treats diversity as an add on rather than a core strategy, you are leaving serious money on the table. And now the numbers are too big to ignore. Now, shifting gears, Dr. Audrey Muhammad, a Black fitness instructor and wellness educator with over 16 years of experience, has launched a national community wellness book tour in support of her new book, Fear, Faith, Food, and Fitness. The tour offers free 1 hour wellness events open to churches, universities, community centers, and organizations across the country. Each session blends movement, breath work, and practical health education. Her first online session is happening today, June 2nd at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can register at breatheinjoy.eventbrite.com. My thoughts: this is exactly the kind of work our community needs right now. Free, accessible, practical wellness rooted in faith and culture. Dr. Muhammad is bringing healing directly to the people. No copay, no barriers. That's a calling, not just a career. We see you, sis. And finally, a conversation that has been heating up in New York. Excuse me. At a recent public hearing organized by the New York State Community Commission on Reparations Remedies, tensions flared between self identified foundational Black Americans, descendants of enslaved people, and those advocating for a broader reparations framework that would include other marginalized groups. Supporters of the Freedmen Project argued that eligibility should be based on documented lineage, not just race, warning that a race based approach could be struck down legally, just as affirmative action and other race conscious policies have been in recent years. Others pushed back, arguing that systemic harm affected all Black New Yorkers, regardless of lineage. The debate got heated. One speaker walked out mid session. The commission continues to gather public input as it works toward a formal recommendation. My thoughts, this is a layered conversation, and I want us to sit with the complexity for a moment. The question of whether of who reparations are for and how eligibility gets defined is not a small one. It touches on identity, history, legal strategy, and community solidarity all at once. What I will say is this: when we are this close to something real, the last thing we can afford is to let the conversation fracture us. Whatever side of this debate you're on, stay at the table. Our ancestors built this country. That debt is real. Like, we need all our coins. Now, before I let you go, if you've been looking for a space to exhale, share your story and connect with women who get it, we have something just for you. Sipping, Settling, and Storytelling is happening Saturday, June 20th from 10 a.m. to noon at Cobo and Crash. And this month's theme is Free Before They Told Me. Tickets go live at 5 p.m. EST on Eventbrite. This is your sign. Grab your seat. This is your SwagHer Daily Brief. I'm your host, Fancy, and this has been produced by the amazing Arnya T.M. Davis. Stay visible, stay swagger. We'll see you next time. And don't forget, Live with Swagger is your next step to getting your story in front of the audience that needs to hear it. Head to swaggerpr.com to learn more. Peace and blessings. Wait, oh, we got comments over here? Well, shares. Thank you, Mel. Thank y'all for watching on YouTube. Thank you all for watching wherever you're watching from. Now, peace and blessings.